Let's take a look at our shopping haul from Christchurch, Armageddon 2022. Villa Varykino, living the Star Wars life. Hello there, and welcome back to the Villa Varykino YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be taking a look at the shopping haul that we picked up from Christchurch Armageddon in December 2022. You can see there is a bit of a theme here, predominantly Star Wars and some Dungeons and Dragons pieces, and almost everything here came from two stores. I'm going to start with one of the stores that we probably kept going back to the most, which was BD&D, and you can see their URL. They are a New Zealand-based stockist of all things Dungeons and Dragons, but they actually had some fun Star Wars pieces. So I'm going to start over here. These are quite heavy. They are these fabulous sort of mirrored foil Star Wars glasses. And I ummed and ahed about these for a while. I kept going back to their stand because we had flown down to Christchurch from our home city. And I really wasn't sure if I was brave enough to take something like this back on the plane. But in the end, I decided it was worth the risk because I'd never seen them anywhere else before. I particularly liked the fact that it was a set of two, black and gold with sort of inverted logos there, because it kind of makes a fun his and hers set, which I thought was really fun for my husband and I to have matching Star Wars glasses. Don't know if we'll actually use these for drinking. I don't know how robust this sort of mirrored effect is, but we certainly have a lot of decorative glasses and mugs around the house for putting pens in and things like that, and just adding Star Wars things to our decorations. So we thought that those were really fun. Going on to the sort of the miniatures games that the booth had, I picked up this Padme Amidala Legion figure. So I've always been really fascinated by Legion. I love seeing the displays that they have at conventions of the people that, you know, put together the fabulous sort of mini painted armies. And I really want to try my hand at mini painting. So I thought, you know, and I don't necessarily need to play Legion to want to collect Padme merchandise. So I thought that this would be a fun place to start. It's in her classic Attack of the Clones outfit, and it is a unpainted mini. So I'm going to see how well I can, you know, recreate this paint scheme. I figure it's not too tricky, not too many wild colors, and then I can add it to my Padme Amidala collection. So that was a fun find there. We did also see a fabulous black dragon from WizKids there at the booth, but that thing is quite big and I wasn't really sure if I'd be able to, you know, get that home on the plane. So we didn't pick that one up, but if you check out our other videos, we did go back to BD&D's website, and we did eventually get that one and just ordered it online and shipped it home. So we did eventually actually pick that one up because we had seen it in person, and we thought, yeah, we'd love to add that to our Dungeons and Dragons collection. So I'll have the video for that Black Dragon linked below. We didn't buy it at the convention, but we bought it when we got home. So it kind of feels like it was part of that sort of haul, as it were. There was a fabulous booth that we hadn't come across before, because this is a booth that's based more on the South Island called Creativity Plus. You can see that they have an Invercargill postage address, and that's their URL there. And they had all these fun little wooden sort of etched sort of kit sets, and I spotted this Millennium Falcon one. They had them all built so you could see what they look like, all done up, and I just thought this was terribly cute. I love adding little Millennium Falcons around the house. I'm particularly fond of that ship, and I just thought this one was really cute with all the sort of the laser cut etching. So another craft here. I've got a mini to paint, a little wooden kit set to build. I thought this was super cute. Then moving on to another booth that we spent a fair amount of time at, which was the Printable Dragon. So they have a fabulous range of 3D printed materials, and a bunch of them were for Dungeons and Dragons, but also some Star Wars pieces, including these fabulous kind of mugs or sort of beer stein style sort of collectibles here. So they had 3 of them. There was also one that had a mythosaur skull, but sort of in keeping with this kind of couples sort of set. My husband and I picked out these two, the sort of dark gunmetal styled Imperial cog and this beautiful sort of coppery Jedi rebel symbol one here. And the shine on these is just incredible. Technically they can fit that sort of tall skin, sort of skinny little sort of energy can, so you can sort of pop a can of drink in there and use them at your game table, but we just thought these were so fun and we want to put them on display. They are incredibly sturdy. I love how solid this handle feels, and it's just, I love the shine on these, and they were a fantastic price, and so yeah, we just had to pick them up to add to our, as you can see, our collection of Star Wars themed mugs and cups. And I just can't stop staring at them. They feel so nice to hold, and I just love that sort of shine, the metallic shimmer that you can get in 3D printing sort of filament these days is absolutely amazing. They sold pretty well of their stock on these when we went back and had a look and see what else they had later on. The Star Wars ones had gone, not surprisingly, because they looked amazing on display. That shine and the detail on it were just so fabulous. And also from the Printable Dragon, they had a fabulous range of dice towers, and this particular one caught our eye. It's not a particularly big one, but as we had flown down, we knew that space was an issue, but this one just seemed particularly fitting for Dungeons & Dragons. They had some bigger ones in all different colors, but this one was just sort of a classic type, sort of just a dice tower that felt like it was going to fit with our collection and our style. So it does come apart in two parts, so you can store it. It's got little nifty pegs, so you can sort of assemble it together, so you can store it nicely away. And I've got a D20 here, so I can show you. And I got a 12, so not bad. And yeah, so this is for my husband, who is our game master, so he's got this, and for myself, I have a shiny dice tray that I use for my dice, so he's got his themed dice tower there, and that was only $15. We couldn't believe the price on that. It was so fabulous. We couldn't leave that one, and we saw them selling quite a few of these. They had them in all different colors, but we thought the black one, you don't even need to paint it. It looks pretty ominous and pretty cool just in that color there. So the last thing we got from the Printable Dragon, they had this whole sort of tray of all sorts of little minis for things like Dungeons & Dragons and other ones. And then they had a section of ones that had sort of minor flaws, and you could buy them for $1, you know, something to paint and practice on. So I picked up this cute little girl in this sort of snow style outfit with an axe, and I thought this was terribly cute. Now, for those of you who may not know, one of my favorite costumes is Padme's snow outfit from the Clone Wars micro series, affectionately known as the Snow Bunny. She has this kind of big cloak with sort of a faux fur trim on it, and this just made me kind of think of that, so I immediately thought this was terribly cute. So I picked up this one, and then I dug through their bases and found just sort of an outdoor style base. So I'm going to try my hand at painting this one and putting her on her base before I get stuck into doing my Legion figure. So I've got a little bit of practice on something that kind of reminds me of Padme before I actually dive into working on my big proper one. So yeah, excited to get started with mini painting. I have no idea if I'm going to be any good with it, but you know, the point of just sort of diving into hobbies is just to have fun, and I've been wanting to add this one to my collection for a while, so I know that I'm going to have to, you know, do some practice of painting. So for $1, if I, you know, make some mistakes, it's not too bad, and I can, you know, learn from them and get better. So I'm hoping to find more minis like this at subsequent Armageddons, you know, because they have some fabulous designs to choose from. You know, it doesn't really matter if there's some flaws with the 3D printing. It's all just good practice. And so I'm really appreciative of booths that sort of offer that, you know, the little sort of thirds and seconds and things like that, the ones that aren't full price. So that covers sort of the bits and pieces that we picked up at the convention. But one final thing that we got from over here was a Star Wars voice actor autograph. So this is Commander Pyre from Star Wars Resistance, the animated series, and the actor that portrayed the First Order commander here is Liam McIntyre, who played Spartacus in the latter seasons of Spartacus after the original actor sadly passed away. So he has worked in New Zealand and he is Australian, so it was fun to kind of have somebody local involved in Star Wars, and it was really exciting to get to meet him and hear him talk about his stories working on Resistance. And you can see he signed it for the First Order, which was really fun. It's not that often that we get Star Wars actors or voice actors here in New Zealand, so we're really excited to add another autograph to our collection, meet another actor from the Star Wars galaxy. So another fine addition to our autograph collection. And it's kind of fun because it kind of matches our glasses that we picked up as well, so that felt like a great fit there. So it was a really fun convention, as you can see. I don't know quite how I managed to put this all in my carry-on luggage to fly home from this convention, but somehow I did it, and everything survived unbroken, so that was a bonus as well. Some fabulous Star Wars pieces, some fun things to add to our Dungeons and Dragons collection, and overall we just had the most amazing time at Christchurch Armageddon. We can't wait for the next Armageddon convention. Thank you so much for watching this fun shopping haul. If you enjoy Star Wars or Dungeons and Dragons content, be sure to check out our other videos. Catch you in the next one, and may the Force be with you. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a like, check out our other videos, and subscribe for alerts about new uploads. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.